Alright guys, what's up? This is Lime Drizzle HD here with this gameplay commentary with the Scar L Red Dot site. I believe I was using Scavenger, Hardline, Stalker, I believe. Kill streaks were Predator Missile, Attack Helicopter, Reaper. So yeah, that's what the game, that's what all the game information is. I'm not going to be talking about the game too much. I have a special topic for this commentary. My worst injuries. Yeah, I've had a couple worst injuries. Going right into it, let's start off with one that's not as bad, but it's like, I guess it's not, well, it's an injury, but it's not like I broke a bone or anything. When I was 6 years old, or 6 or 7, it was around Christmas time. I got this remote control yellow Hummer RC car. Like, it was cool, and they had the the antenna coming off the car because you had to get the signal to transmit the signal and whatnot. So it was maybe around 6 or 7 at night, and I was playing with it. And me being 6 or 7, my bedtime was pretty early, but so my mom told me to stop playing with the car and to go to bed. So instead of picking up the goddamn car and taking it to the closet where I had all my toys and such, I decided to try and drive it into the closet, which internally did not work. What happened was, as I started driving, it got caught on the carpet, or I had a rug, like a play rug that has like the map of like America on it, and it got stuck on that because it was all like wrinkled up. What happened was it jumped back, and they had this black cap thing that covered up the little curl from the antenna on the car. What happened was the cap came off, and then the antenna went into my right index finger. Be honest, it didn't hurt all that. It actually did not hurt at all. It was just really weird that I had a remote control car sticking out of my finger. I was kind of spazzing out, as you could imagine, that like a remote control car sticking out of your finger. But so what happened then is I casually called my mom over. My mom started freaking out. So what did she do? She goes and gets these like bolt cutters or whatnot, and she cut the antenna so I wasn't having a remote control Hummer hanging off my right index finger. So she cut that off. And all was good. I say it wasn't all good. I still had the antenna in my finger. So what we did was we went to the hospital, like we went to the ER. And the first thing they did was they evaluated the situation, which I thought was kind of dumb. Now that I think about it, I don't see how you have to evaluate how there's a goddamn antenna sticking out of my finger. But whatever, I wasn't complaining then because I was 6. But so all that happened, and what they did was they ended up cutting into my finger, and they had to unwrap the antenna. What happened was it wrapped around all my tendons and my bone in my finger, so it did not, it wouldn't bend with the thing in it. So they had to take all that out. I ended up getting stitches, and the only thing that really hurt was them actually cutting into the finger, because they had pain medicine. But they obviously did not give me enough pain medicine, because I could just feel them cutting into my flesh. But, yeah. My second injury was, I don't remember, because I was 2 years old, and I might not be able to remember this, just for the reason, of the injury. When I was, like, 2 or whatever, maybe not 2, maybe it was a little older, but me and my sister were playing. They had this, I guess, playroom that had a bunk bed in it, and she was sitting on the bottom bunk, pushing up the top bunk mattress. And don't act like you guys never done that. She was pushing up, and my sister is 11 months older than me, so she's 14 right now. But she was pushing up the thing, and we were like 3 and like 4 and whatnot. She pushed up the thing, and the bedpost came off of the bunk bed, right? It came falling down and hit me in the head. And I was 2, so of course, oh yeah, to add on to the thing, it was my birthday, by the way. it hit me in the head. So I wasn't, I don't know what I was doing. From what I heard, I was crying and whatnot. And then this video just pops up on my screen. Get out of my face. Minimize that. But so yeah, I was crying and whatnot. And now I realized, now that I have a dent in my skull. In my head, there's a dent. It's not fractured. It's just a dent, and it's there. But this is gonna go into my last injury that actually is worse. I have more injuries, by the way. I have an endless amount of injuries I could use. But this one came when me and my sister, again, we were arguing, and I was 8 and she was like 9. And my sister got really mad, and she took her fingernails, and I didn't have my shirt on. I didn't have a shirt on. She went and clawed down my stomach, and it gashed it wide open. You could see everything in there. It was terrible. It eventually healed. I didn't have to get stitches. But I have a scar that goes from about my nipple all the way down to like the bottom of my stomach when it goes into my pelvis. And it's clearly visible. You can feel it too. It's very weird. And I think I might have time for a smaller one, but back when I was in school, I went to pick up a little Coca-Cola cap, like for my Coke Rewards cap, and this kid went and kicked me straight in the thumb, and it broke my thumb. And I have a part of the thumb floating around in, around the thumb area. But that's one of the injuries, but that's all the time we have for today. If you did enjoy this commentary, be sure to leave a like. Also, please subscribe for more. I'll be talking to you guys.